and welcome back to Whispers from the Vale. Now, there's one thing that we all know in life, and that death is a certainty in it. But is it a pathway to something else, or is it just simply an abrupt ending? Well, I will tell you a couple of true stories. I know they're true, because these are my own personal experiences, and these are as I remember it. Just a warning, AI imagery is going to be used throughout this video, and it's going to be used to help to visualize the story. And that's all. Now let's get back to it. There are still things in this life that we cannot explain, and one of those things is dreams of our deceased relatives or loved ones coming to visit us. Many people have claimed to experience this, and these are my own two personal stories about experiencing this phenomenon. When I was in my early 30s, I had to watch my own mother pass away in front of me. Before she passed away, due to family circumstances, I was staying with my sister and her husband. And one night, I had this dream. I dreamt that my mum and my gran came to visit me. My mum was wearing this brown top that she really loved, and she also had on this gypsy-style wrap skirt that she used to like to wear as well. My gran was with her, and she had her hair in a really tight French bun at the top of the head. Now, most people wore this to the back of the head, but my gran had hers at the top. And she was wearing this waistcoat with a black and white polka dot blouse, trousers and slip-on shoes. And they were talking to me. Now, I can't remember everything that was said, but I know this. At the end, my mum told me everything's going to be okay, and she gave me this big hug, and they walked away into the distance. 2 weeks later, my mother passed away. She was on a life support machine, and the family had to make the decision to turn off the life support. My family came down from Scotland for the funeral. My aunt was a fiercely protective woman when it came to her family, so I asked, "Can I ask you something about Gran?" And she was a little hesitant and asked me what I want to know. I told her there was nothing bad. Then I asked her, Did my gran have her hair in a really tight French bun at the top of her head? And did she wear waistcoat, trousers, and a black and white polka dot blouse? My aunt looked at me. She couldn't understand how I knew that. She said, "How the heck do you know that? You're far too young to remember any of that." And also my other aunt confirmed this too. And this is my second experience. When I was going through this bad patch, I fell asleep and had this dream, and I found myself in this beautiful white corridor in this dream, and everything around me was this beautiful white light, and there was this woman standing at the top of this corridor, and as I got closer, it was my mother. She was dressed in this beautiful white dress, and she was standing there, and there was an old-fashioned push-button phone. The phone casing was white, the buttons were black, and the numbers on them were white. My mum kept on trying to press the buttons, and she had the phone to her ear, but nothing was happening. I asked her, I said, "Mum, what are you doing?" She said, "I'm trying to get hold of my sister." I told her, but I said, "But you can't, you're dead." She couldn't accept it. She kept on trying the phone, and again and again and again. She was pressing the buttons, trying to get through. She was becoming visibly upset. She asked me for help. Then she told me she wanted to speak to her sister, and again I had to explain. "Mum, you can't. You're dead. You need to go on." But she kept on trying, and this felt like this went on for a long time. She was telling me she wanted to speak to her sister, and she couldn't understand why she couldn't get through. I had to tell her one more time, "Mum, you need to go on. You can't stay here. You're dead. Eventually, she looked at me and she put down the phone and she stopped trying. She gave me a hug. Then I had to watch her walk down that beautiful white corridor into this beautiful light, finally fading in the distance. Now, these are some of my own personal experiences. I'm not telling everybody what they should believe. I'm simply telling you what happened to me as I remember it. I can relate to people who are grieving, even though everybody grieves differently. And we never really know what's beyond the veil. Or maybe they are just whispers. But if you're struggling with grief, there are people who can help you. And I'll leave the details for support for both in the UK and the United States. I'd also like to hear from you too. Have you ever had a dream that somebody you have lost that felt different from an ordinary dream? Have you ever felt that someone that had passed away came back to visit you? If you feel comfortable with doing so, can you please share your experience in your comments? And I'd like to thank everybody for watching. And if you can, please like and subscribe to the channel. And as I always say, you yourselves have a good day, or even a good night even. And you take care all now, and goodbye.